Hello, everybody. I am so glad that you are here with us today. I can't believe it's day 3 of Christmas in July, our second week of our summer card camp. I am so glad that we've been able to have some time together. And I just have to tell you, though, yesterday, well, first of all, I'm kind of a shy person, and so making videos is a little tricky for me, but I love doing it at the same time. I love showing you all the fun things you can do with our products. So yesterday, after we finished filming, I said to Lane, that is a little nerve-wracking. That just makes me so nervous. And he said, you did fine, Johnny. And I'm like, Johnny? And he's, yeah, Johnny Carson. And that reminded me of a story long ago. I mean, we probably only been married 5 years, and we were trying to get Lasting Impressions products into a certain craft fair, but you had to show that they were handmade. We had to send a video to them. And so Lane was recording, and this is back in the old days when you had big cameras and big tapes and everything, and he was recording, but I kept messing up. I would roll my eyes, which you guys probably already know. I roll my eyes a lot, but I'd roll my eyes and I'd try and start over. And I said to him, Johnny Carson makes it look so easy. And it's just been a joke ever since. And so he finally left. I'm like, fine, I'll just do it myself then. I'll just make the video myself. And so I sat there in front of the camera. Oh my God, it is so funny to watch it because I would start and I'd mess up and I'd roll my eyes and I'd start again. Anyway, I'm glad you can put up with my eye rolling. I know it's going on, but I can't seem to fix it. So anyway, I just thought that was a funny story. I wanted to share it with you. But I am excited to make our cards, so let's get going. So the first thing I thought is I will show you the supplies we've used. And it's our card cutout 186, the Santa. And today we're using the large tree, and it's card cutout 181. And then we're using an old but favorite, and it's a card cutout number 56. And the thing that I want to show you with this is how versatile the card cutouts are. So we're going to talk more about that as we start making the card. And of course, we're going to use 180 Rudolph and our candy canes 185. And another favorite, it's card cutout number 92, sorry. And just a reminder how you can mix things up. So, and then we have our wooden farmhouse tacks, our new Ho-Ho medium-sized paper, our doodle stripes red wagon, our dotted stripes bluebird, and our doodled stripes inchworm. So these are the products we're going to use. I have already gone ahead and got everything cut out for us so we can just get busy. Oh, let's see. I think I did want to mention to you what today we're celebrating. It is, don't tell Lane, it's National Tapioca Pudding Day. He loves tapioca pudding, so I think I'm going to have to make him some. And it's also National Gummy Worm Day. He does love gummy bears, but I think he could live with a gummy worm or two. So, oh, it's also, this is the important one, National Give Something Away Day. Now remember, there's enough in your kit to make 2 of every card. 1 to keep for yourself if you must, and 1 to give away. So if you've been behind on giving your cards away, this is the perfect day. National Give Something Away Day. So I also want to remind you that the cards are found in your idea book, your summer camp idea book. And these are 2 of the cards we're going to be focusing on today. And the dimensions are in here of the things that the paper swatch that you're going to need to cut. So don't worry about that. You can find all of the materials here. Okay, I'm going to take the first card down. Oh, I think this is really a cute, fun card. We have several techniques we're going to learn. I've got my paper already cut in half and folded. Okay, I have my tag here. It's all cut out. I've cut out the 2 candy canes. And now, if you notice too, I also have candy canes that I've cut out that are, whoa, in reverse arrangement. So they look cute together. If they're both going the same direction, it's not quite as interesting. So I think that is a good little detail there. And then I've cut out the little Rudolph stamp. I think he is so cute. Now you could use him just like that, or you can take some little scissors. And what I did is I cut it square first, and then I just took little scissors and made little tiny snippets. They're not perfect, but it gives the idea of a postage stamp, which I think just adds a little bit of detail and is a cute touch. So you don't have to spend a lot of time doing it, just giving the idea of it. So I almost have two sides done here. And then I'm going to show you, yesterday we talked about tying bows. We're going to do that again today. But I want to show you how you can make it a little thinner piece of jute if you wanted, so it's not so thick. Mine is a little thicker than I wanted for this project, so I'll show you how I handled that. And I almost have this done here. So you can see they're not perfect little cuts, but it's enough to give the impression of a postage stamp. So I think that is just a cute little added detail. Get rid of all the little pieces there though. So I'm going to start. I'm going to turn this card this way for me for a second. It's hard to create it upside down. And the first candy cane I did just with adhesive. I did not use any mounting tape. I just let that follow the same layer as our card. And notice it goes off the edge a little bit. Oh. And it doesn't have to be just the same as mine. I think you guys come up with much cuter ideas and have a great sense of style and taste in designing your cards. Oh, and by the way, I want to make sure you all start posting to our Facebook group. I love that we can see what each other is creating. So join our group and start posting. And you know what, even if you're working on stuff that is not summer camp, we would love to see it because it inspires the rest of us as well. So go to facebook.com to Lasting Impressions, and then we have a group there for summer camp. Okay, so this time I did add the mounting tape, and I'm just crossing them like so. I have mounting tape outside here, so I'm not going to press too hard because I want it to adhere to the card, not my little mat. I'm going to put some little mounting tape on the back of my little stamp. I'm going to put him on. And then this jute happens to be quite a bit thicker than the one I had used earlier. So you can simply just twist it and take off one of the threads or two of the threads, however thick you want your bow to be. And then again, if you didn't see yesterday how we did it, we just simply two little bunny ears, and then you tie those in a knot, and then just tighten them. And you can see what a tiny little bow you can make. You can just tighten these however much you want. Trim off your edges, and then you'll simply adhere it. I'm just going to use a little glue dot. Sometimes those are the easiest things on things like this. So I have my little glue dot. That bow got a little messy, I'm sorry. Just going to try and, there we go. So you can see how easy that is. Now you could add the little pieces like we did yesterday if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and add it to our red wagon dotted stripes. I can't remember what it's called, the new name. So we're just going to go ahead and position that on. And now the little pieces that I had elsewhere, they are adhered as well. But isn't that just cute? I love the little postage stamp there. I think that is just the finishing touch. Okay, let's get on to card number 2. This one is just a fun little twist. I love adding the bright colors to Christmas as well. I just think it's really adds a different twist to Christmas. So I am going to bring out my pieces I have already cut. And the thing I want you to see, this is the small chair on that card cutout. And I wanted you to see, I did not use the tree trunk because I wanted it to feel more like a tree that you would use in your house. And so I have it going to the floor. And then I have a little present that is on with the chair. And then I'm also using the Merry and Bright. So let's just hurry and assemble this. So I'm going to start with the tree. It is almost the last layer, the most bottom layer. I'm going to start with this on my card. And I think it's fun to see how different it looks without the trunk. It really does. This is just now becomes one of those tall pencil trees that I think are so charming and cute. So we've got that built up. I'm going to go ahead and put my present on, and it also uses mounting tape. I'm just going to do it on a little bit of an angle so it makes the bottom there a little more interesting. And then the chair, I don't know if you noticed, but see how it is popping up even on top of the Christmas tree. So the secret for that is you can do several things. You could actually use a piece of cardboard, or you can just double up your mounting tape, which is what I'm going to do. So I put one piece down, and then I put another piece on top of it. If I can get the back off there. So I've got my double layers of mounting tape, and that will really give me some more added little dimension there. And then we just add the Merry and Bright, and because we want to create more dimension, I'm actually only going to use adhesive, not any mounting tape or anything that will give added dimension, but just creates dimension because it's on a different layer than everything else. One finishing touch is our little star. So we have used the chair on other projects, but I think it is so fun to see how it could become part of Christmas, even though it was never made to go with Christmas. But I just think it's such a cute little finishing touch, a cute pop of color. So here you are, Merry and Bright. Isn't that just the cutest card? Okay, wow, we are really cruising. I'm going to set those aside, and we will work on our last card for today. And this one is simple, but I love all of the pieces that go with it. So this, again, this is on the same card cutout that Merry and Bright was. I think it's really fun just to see how different you can make things look. And then we have our Santa. I used a little bit bigger one this time, but you can use any of the sizes and it all works good. And then I've already cut a piece of the Ho 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 paper, and it is 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. And it is, that dimension is in your idea book. Now this one we did do a little bit of inking just to create a little more contrast with the Better Not Pout. So I'm just using old paper, and you can see I'm just rubbing on the edges. And there's no exact science. You can use the daubers, you can use paper towels. I just tend to take my pat, and if you go along the edges like this, it kind of finishes off the edges as well. So then I'm going to just simply mount the Better Not Pout. Now you could ink that too if you want, but I think there's more contrast if I didn't. So I like that. So I'm just gone ahead and left that. Now you could ink Santa a little bit as well. So I'm just going to add a little inking to him and see if we like that. And then of course you could ink the card as well. But this card is just so cute and so easy. I do think I want to add mounting tape to give that a little more, to give him a little more pop. And then I will just use my adhesive to hook it to the card, which I'd already cut in half and folded. And now you can position this however you like on your card. So isn't that just a cute twist to our old Better Not Pout, to be able to use it and freshen it up with new things? I just love being able to use it and mix and match things. So thank you so much for stopping by. I am so glad we have a chance to make some Christmas cards together, and I appreciate all of your support. I hope to see what you're creating on our Facebook group. Happy camping!